All right, so hopefully my mic is working right now. It has been a while since I made a video. One, for a couple of reasons. I was away, just came back from Mexico, and two, I've been invested elsewhere, so I couldn't actually trade the market. But does not mean I can't give you guys an update. Just at least you can see what's going on and help keep you guys informed. So going forward, I have a couple of stocks here that I want to talk about, information about the market, and so on. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about Apple. So this is the daily chart, and Apple has been dropping actually for quite a while now. 4 consecutive weeks of just red, and it hit its peak early December. Right there. So yeah, right there, early December. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Cool. And yeah, so it's been coming down. Whatever the future holds, it's Apple. I'm sure they're gonna stay in business. That's nothing to be super scared about, but it does mean that there's opportunity here to take advantage of. So definitely something I will be watching. When it does crack below the 200 EMA, which is this red line here, that is something I'm going to be watching out for, and potentially be more interested in a dip when it does crack back above the 200 EMA. Meta, I don't like AI plays. I do not like AI plays because you don't know how they're going to react. As I spoke about in a previous video, a lot of the big players are using a lot of circular financing, which is not a good sign to invest in them because it's just a little shady. But news did come out. Meta did get upgraded to like $900 and something a share. Which is great news, but this was actually news around this time, but no one caught on to it. And then one of the reasons why I actually bought and then the news came out, so I was even more bullish on it. And then around here is when Trump, I forgot what it was, I think Trump and China were about to kind of getting at each other, so then the market was looking a little uglier around this time. So right now I'm still looking at it, still watching it. Maybe I'll buy some options when I see it crack above the 200 moving average. What are we looking at? What else is there? Yeah. Okay. So Microsoft also dropping. Had a good dip from its highs had a double top around the 540 mark. Sitting at well below $100 a share less than its peak, which just means good news for people like you and I that could take advantage of these drops. This means that they will, it just opens up opportunity for us. I was actually looking to potentially buy options here when it did crack above the 200. Can you even see that? Probably. Let me zoom in a little bit. When it did crack above the 200, sorry, my bird's crazy. Oh. The 200 moving average. So I actually wanted to buy an option over here, call options here, thinking that it was going to go a lot higher. Forgot what happened, but luckily, I think I missed it that day. I was busy, I don't know, but luckily I missed it because obviously it ended up tanking more. But it just means another opportunity for us. So again, something else to watch. Netflix, I never know how to judge a subscription-based company. Their models, I just don't understand. Not to say that they're not profitable, because they clearly are. Like Netflix put in an $80 billion cash offer to Warner Brothers, right? So they clearly have money. Well, regardless, I don't know why it's dropping, but it is dropping. Again, just another opportunity for us to take advantage of. I will definitely be watching the moving averages on all of these trades. But they did have really good earnings, which is a good thing. So they did have good earnings. They didn't have bad earnings. So this drop is probably just because I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe people don't feel comfortable about their acquisition of Warner Brothers. So maybe that's why people are selling it, because they don't know. I haven't looked into the financials of Warner Brothers, so maybe they're not doing well. But in general, you see that the company does very well. They've had quite a few positive earnings. The last time that they had a bad earning other than October was all the way back in 2 years ago, actually, today. Exactly today, 2 years ago, was the last time that they actually missed out on earnings. So another opportunity. Shopify. Another good play. Whenever it drops, it's always a chance to make some money. The last time I traded this, I think I bought call options, ended up making a pretty penny on that. I think it was like 500 American. Unfortunately, this Canadian company does not even trade on a Canadian stock exchange, which is funny. But well, regardless, still opportunity to take advantage of here. Oracle, again, another AI play. They own TikTok now. They're going to be making money, and they handle a lot of the. They have a massive, storage company, data AI centers everywhere. So they'll be fine long term. So this means that there's an opportunity to buy here for sure. Did bounce off the 200 EMA here. Not a good sign. Couldn't reach it here. So potential to drop some more. Then we're going to get into some of the storage companies. So this is SanDisk. This is Seagate. Both on the upside. Like this, what is it? From beginning of this month already is up 72%. That's insane. That means that for every $1,000 you put in, you would have made $720 back in a month. So 10,000, that's 7,200. 100,000, that's $72,000 you would have made in a month by just buying one stock. Like, that's crazy. And this is not even like a penny stock. This is a proper company. So it is pretty wild. But just the reality of things. People need storage, right? More storage than ever. So storage companies are definitely a good buy. Would I be buying this right now? Hell no. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know what the top is. For all we know, this is the top. So for that reason, I would much rather just wait for it to come down, maybe test some previous levels. If it were to come down all the way to here, test here, bounce up, that'd be nice. Or even seeing it, test here, previous levels, bounce back up. That would be nice to see. Until that happens, then no. I won't be interested in buying these, only for the reason I have to have confidence in my entries. So for all I know, it'll bounce up some more and then come down a little bit, and I'll actually have a higher entries than what we're looking at of a price of 500 and change. But at least I'll have confidence in my entry, and it's not gambling at that point. And then precious metals, again, when there's uncertainty in the market, globally, people tend to sell off unreliable assets. So that's why you see like things like speculative stocks get sold off, crypto, things like that. And then even the regular stock market, people that aren't confident are not willing to take those gambles. So then what they do, they buy precious metals, they buy bonds, they buy very secure assets. And for that reason, that's why we're seeing silver and gold go so parabolic, is for this reason alone. Well, not alone, but it's a huge factor. Would I be buying silver right now? I am actually looking to be investing in some silver. I don't care too much about timing with silver. It's never about With secure assets, never about time in the market. It's about timing the market. It's about time in the market. So as long as you're buying a little bit at a time, it's always a good thing. I will be probably buying a lump sum very soon. But more so just buying physical silver. Always a good opportunity. I've been playing some Forex lately, so that's always been good. I did bet against the US dollar against the Australian dollar. So I had a nice little entry here, exit here. I was holding it for, I think, about a week. Ended up going a lot higher. I wish I held it for longer. I would have doubled my profits, but it is what it is. I made, I think, 12% on my entry, which is fantastic. So yeah, that was what's going on there. Future, what I will be looking at is mining companies, depending on what goes on in Greenland with America and like what they're allowed to, if they're allowed to mine, what they're allowed to mine. Knowing America, they're going to be trying to siphon out as much minerals and whatever Greenland has as possible. America did it in Iraq. America did it in Afghanistan. So they're going to be not station. They're not going to station their troops there for no reason. And they need to make money somehow. So if they're going to be mining there, then it could be a good opportunity to buy some American mining companies. Same thing with Venezuela. Looking at Chevron, I would love to start, maybe start buying some Chevron shares. The thing is, Chevron is not a super volatile stock, so do I think it'll, go up 30, 40, 50% in a year? No. The last time it had any kind of parabolic move was, it did go up like 70% in a year, but that was all the way in 2021. I forgot why, but regardless, still a good play, because I think Chevron's gonna be one of the companies that are gonna be in Venezuela, extracting oil there, so that's gonna be a really, really good possible opportunity. So yeah, those are the updates in the market currently, what I am watching, what I will be watching. As for any Canadian plays, I haven't really been seeing anything too exciting. Maybe TELUS here. I did want to buy TELUS over here. Again, I was invested elsewhere, so I didn't have the opportunity to buy. Thank God I didn't, because then it ended up dropping more. But this was a buying opportunity, and I would have bought it here again to average out my entry price, which would have been fantastic, because this, it will be going up for sure, especially once it cracks above the 200 EMA here. Fantastic. Just another opportunity for sure. Other than that, I haven't really been seeing anything. Enbridge stock did drop a little bit because of Venezuela, and if Trump starts pumping cheap oil, into the market, that's going to hurt energy companies everywhere, including Canadian energy companies, which sucks because we're not going to be able to sell some of our oil to America. So hopefully we start looking elsewhere to export some of our oil. At the moment there are some business opportunities, talks being made. So hopefully China starts buying some of our oil. We'll see what happens. But yeah, those are the stocks that we're watching right now. Other than that, I haven't been really watching or seeing any other opportunities currently. But do stay tuned. See you guys later.